So either it should be a schedule 1 where goods are for this display purpose, they are for setup of a particular stall in an exhibition, they are for these events under schedule 2, or they are for schedule 3 where they are displaying any products to central government, state government. And all, if they are part of these, then they have to be part of this condition. Yes. Yes. That's what it says, that event is approved by Government of India or ITPO. The event has to be. Goods imported under ATA Carnet Convention for temporary admission are to be guaranteed by the Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. First, whatever event it is, it has to be approved by the government or ITPO. Second, the responsibility has to be taken by FICCI. So that has to be guaranteed. I'll explain you what this means. Goods are confirmed by customs for exporting country with respect. So exporting country has to confirm that these goods, I mean basically if you have the carnet, it is proved. Condition is that the goods should be re-exported within 6 months from the date of import, and it can be additionally extended for another 6 months, but you have to apply to customs for that additional period. Otherwise the period is 6 months. You can still apply for another 6 months. In case the export is not done, then Federation will be responsible. And Federation is not liable to pay duty if the goods are sold at the exhibition. Sometimes it so happens that products have come in, they have been displayed, and ultimately, like a huge machinery, rather than sending it back, and then a person has come to the exhibition, ordered it, and then he says, okay, this will go back and the same machine will come again. In such situation, custom is giving some relaxations where if the item can get sold, then in such situations, a bill of entry has to be filed, duty has to be paid, and the goods can be allowed to be permanently stay in India. However, the person who is buying it must be a registered exporter, must have an IC, and if it is a restricted product, then he should have the license for that product. Otherwise, restricted product ke liye, under Carnet there is no requirement for import or export. It is allowed because they are only for display purpose. But if somebody is buying that product here, in spite of it being under Carnet, then a local bill of entry can be filed, duty as applicable can be paid, customs will allow that, and however, if that product needs, if it is restricted, a license is required, and the importer or the person who is buying it must be a registered, he should have an IC definitely. So this is about ATA Carnet. I have some documents to support. So how will the FICCI guarantee? So FICCI will basically give a letter to customs. If you see this is a format. FICCI is giving this letter to the Assistant Commissioner of Customs. It says that we wish to bring you to notice that the following goods are being imported and it stands guaranteed by FICCI. So what happens is, once the goods are going to be arrived, we have to approach, as CHAs, you have to approach FICCI on behalf of your customer and show them the documents and say, look, this is the Carnet, please provide us this letter. So FICCI will verify this from the origin country, from where the Carnet has been issued, and they will give this letter. So we have to submit this letter to the customs. If you see the last line, it says, please note, this letter is being issued by FICCI as a sole national guarantor chamber for ATA Carnets in India. Have you seen a Carnet? See, this is like how the Carnet book looks like. Here it mentions the name of the person. It was issued in London, so the London Chamber of Commerce has issued this Carnet. it was issued and it is valid up till the 1 year validity is there. See, 1 year validity, carnet validity is 1 year, but in India, we are allowing only 6 months. The customs is allowing only 6 months period to stay in India, which can be extended for another 6 months. But the validity of the book is up till 1 year. It shows what are the countries where this can work. If you see here, this was issued in October 2014. This is the second page of the carnet where this is called exportation. So when it was exported from there, from UK, the customs there have put a stamp on 19th October that this is exported. Please understand, there is no need of any kind of bill of entry, shipping bill, etc. to be filed. It purely works on this carnet book. There is a booklet. In that book, there are various pages. This can go multi-country also. If I have an exhibition, today I want to attend an exhibition in India, then it is, say, in Istanbul, then the next exhibition is in Hong Kong, then is it in Singapore, then is it in Sydney, then in Canada. The same carnet can work for multi-countries. Only thing is, once it's exported, this page is used, then it has a second page, importation. So when the goods came into India, the Indian customs appraiser has put the stamp here, he's put his name, signed, and he's allowed it. So his signature is there on this particular date, the goods were cleared, he passed out the packages. So this is on importation. When the goods are re-exported, so after, say, suppose 6 months are now getting completed. So when it is about to be re-exported, this will be, here he will put the stamp again for re-export. And when it will be re-imported into UK, the stamp will be here re-imported. Very simple process.
So basically what is our duty in this to get it passed from the appraiser?
Yes, I'll tell you what the duty is. So here what happens is, you need to provide these documents to customs. Now what happens? So as CHAs, what you will need to do is, if you have a customer who is planning to import certain goods under carnet, you need to ask them that these are the documents required for import. So you need the original carnet, that book, which the copy that I showed you scanned. You have to get the FICCI NOC letter, which you can apply and get on behalf of the customer. You need to provide an invitation letter from the exhibition that you know the exhibition is inviting so and so person to showcase their products in this particular exhibition. You have to give a packing list about what are the items being imported. That same thing is also attached with the carnet. Then a request letter is required for the importer. Means it's a simple standard format which the person says that I want to import these goods for so and so purpose. It is falling under the category schedule 1 of the event falling under schedule 2. And it is exempted from octroi also. So there is an R form which gets involved. So you have to provide that R form and you get it octroi exempted also, because custom duty is anyways exempted. But once it comes out from the port, octroi will be applicable. So as clearing agents, these are the documents which are required for clearance. You basically need to take a manual noting allowance. Once that is done, the appraiser will come, verify the documents, will do the inspection of the goods. After inspection is done, he'll put a stamp on that carnet book and allow to take the delivery. It's hardly any process. One day, same day you can take the delivery. Once that goods have to be re-exported now, the same set of documents which were used for imports need to be applied, and one extra letter needs to be given that now that the exhibition is over, so I need to send these goods back again.